Okay. So we're in a forest. That's all we know. Yeah, go here. 5 hint coins. Wogue. Sorry, I'm allergic to woods. Do you think this is where the Shades live? It looks kind of like a village. It would appear so. They seem to lead a very simple lifestyle. They look so magical and fantastical. I think they live somewhere way more, well, magical and fantastical. Layton thought that was the most idiotic statement he's ever heard. Where am I at? Aha, this way. There's all the forces where all the gay girlies are sent to after they burn. That's true. Now that you mention it, they don't appear capable of using magic, do they? Guess if they did, they'd only end up back at the witch trials. Remember, that may be law within Labyrinthia. The Great Witch rules this forest. It is doubtful that such a law could exist here. Well, that's true. You think we should tell them to just let loose? I bet they have some really flashy spells. Maya? Let us focus our efforts on looking around this village first. There appears to be a path leading out on the other side, too. Have you considered 5 hint coins? Honestly, witchcraft. Cryptid's neck needs bigger, more membranous wings like a bat. Oh my god. That sounds terrifying. What are you doing to the snack? Where is this last coin? Compared to houses found in Labyrinthia, the Shades dwellings appear much more primitive. Primitive? It doesn't look like they have indoor plumbing, Professor. That's worse than primitive. You know what? They're gonna pee their pants for comfort. Or bed. If they have beds. Professor, I'm happy to report the Shades have mastered well-making technology. Indeed, this well reminds me of the features of Labyrinthia. Perhaps they share the same source. Where is this last one? They build a house up on a tree. How inventive. They must use a series of ladders to reach the top. I knew you were smart, Professor. You do not want to hear Nick's thoughts on ladders. Trust me. Charlie, does Phoenix have thoughts about ladders? Bites at the arms, eat at the legs, neck look like cryptid. Redeemed in a while. I was like, what good cryptid features? You right. Shade and tree. Shade in the background, chopping wood. That's what I missed. Got him. Phoenix is afraid of ladders? Why? You don't remember why? All I can do is carry my tasks the best I can, and hope that one day I may be allowed to return to town. Turn? What do you mean? I'm not too sure myself. It is something I was told when I was arrived. The Great Witch keeps a record of all the tasks successfully complete. And when our accomplishments outnumber our failures, she will consider returning us to the town. That is what I believe, and that is why I continue to toil away at my tasks. So does this mean these guys aren't witches? From the sound of his voice, it would seem that this particular shade is male. However, according to what you told me earlier, all witches here are female. So then, who exactly are these shades? They, who are you? My, how very direct. Thanks, Maya. Shade is a shade, nothing more, nothing less. Oh no, he's doing the 6-7. Oh no, Professor Layton predicted it. I know in the manga there's a scene where Maya drops a wash tub on him from the top of a ladder. I'll look it up. Yeah, that wasn't very helpful. Perhaps you can tell us what your particular task is. that I cannot tell you. Most Shade's tasks are closely guarded secrets. He's just standing there. Phoenix, Wright, afraid of ladders. Apparently, in almost every single case, him and Maya have arguments about stepladders and ladders. Achievements and accolades for finding every ladder versus stepladder conversation. These are respectively named ladders versus stepladders, ladders and stepladders, the top rung, ladders and stepladders, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Amazing. There's one for every game. There's a joke coming up about it too. He sounds male. Wow, Layton transvestigate in 2026? Classy. Didn't this game come out in like 2013? How's the task going? Working hard. Huh? Oh, task? Well duh, of course we are. Speaking of which, what's your task? My task is prepare food for everyone. I'm actually trying to come up with a menu for today. I wouldn't exactly call my cooking appetizing or edible, but I must do what our mistress commands. Remind us not to stop by for dinner. Did you say something? Me? Nope, nothing. Hey, good luck. Try not to blow up the kitchen. Maya's so fun. I'm still amazed that there's this whole thing about ladders and step ladders in this series. It's such a dumb thing to have. Sorry, I'm allergic to rocks. Major issue here in the woods. This small path looks as if it leads away from the Shades Village. Yep, it's a path. For walking. Would you call it a step path? Footpath? I wonder if Wordsmith is still in the market for a new napping spot. This tree is totally napping material. Under better circumstances, this tree would be most ideal for enjoying a nice cup of tea under its shade. Where's the coin? Aha. Talk to Shade. Okay. I'm terrible at my task. The worst. I'm even more terrible at following orders. One muscle misstep, and it'll be on my fault if we have a serious situation on our hands. I feel sick just thinking about it. A serious situation? What kind of task do you have exactly? I can't say. The only thing I can say is that I'm terrible at it. Why are you so nervous anyway? Because she's watching. Always watching. She sits up there in her mansion and just keeps on watching. Mansion? You mean the Great Witch lives nearby? On the other side of the river. It's quite far, but she can see our every move. So it's across the river then. Professor, we're sure to run into her again there. It's where she lives after all. Best course of action may be to try and make our way there. There are still many questions to be answered. Yeah, then we'll finally see if she's the real deal or not, right, Professor? That's right, Miss Faye. Let's make our way across the river. Okay. Oh, the bridge is out. Oh, our journey's over. What a shame. Whoa, check out the beautiful scenery, Professor. It's quite an open space, isn't it? Looking across the river, the Great Witch's mansion is slightly visible. Yeah, you can just make out the roof from here. Hey, do you think the wall behind it could be Labyrinthia's outer wall? That's quite possible. Which would mean these Eldritch Woods must be located directly outside Labyrinthia. Huh? But isn't that kind of strange? The people in Labyrinthia said that nothing exists outside of the town, didn't they? Yes, quite. I too have heard the townsfolk make such assertions. In fact, the very gate we used to enter Labyrinthia disappeared as soon as we passed it. I believe there must be some kind of trick behind it. It looks like we've got Looks like we've got quite a lot to discuss with little Miss Great Witch, don't we? That we do. Let's continue, Miss Faye. Maya's so tongue-tied. As in, me, I'm tongue-tied. I'm Maya. Where is coin? Coin! Coin! Fortunately, we cannot cross the bridge in its current state. Let us see what we can come up with. I know, Professor. How about we try talking to that shade over there? No. Oh no, the bridge is out. It's been completely destroyed. All that remains are a few bits of debris and a small boat floating across the shore. Are you two looking for a way to cross the river? If you're not too mean, you won't die pretty quick out here. Yes, that's right. Is there no other way across? Yes, I need a ticket. If there's any point in this game I could have connected the Phantom Menace, I chose this point. I think I'm losing it. There's a way across. I sure wish I knew what it was. Sort of having a mini crisis here. Why did I have to get stuck with the task of reporting the daily task progress to the Great Witch? Granted, I get to bask in the presence of the mistress and take in her gorgeous visage. It was actually pretty amazing. He likes looking at her boobs, or whoever's in this costume. Or are you at the height of your powers? We'll go with that. But this shade really loves looking at the Great Witch's boobs. Being unable to cross the river, I can't even carry out my task now, let alone adore her unparalleled beauty. Shut up, man! Person? Oh well, you know what they say, you either sink or swim. Hope you brought your bathing suits, we're swimming across. I can't swim. Understandable, me too. We'll have to find another way. Wait a sec. Professor, can you not swim? It's okay, I bet you could flip your hat over and ride it like a boat. Looks like you could float on water real good. Swimming has nothing to do with it. I do not think using my hat as a boat would be the best idea, Miss Faye. I'll go across and fetch that small boat. I should be able to jump across rather easily using the bits of debris on the water. I'll then be able to use the boat to create a path all the way across. Rest assured, Miss Faye, this is my speciality, along with Sith Lords. Hey, that's not a bad idea. You don't miss a beat, do you, Professor? Good luck. Have you considered puzzle? Puzzle time. Oh, yeah. Well, let's get Maya across. Hold on. Restart. Because that doesn't get me anywhere. This does, though. And Layton whipped out a bazooka and blew away Darth Maul. Fucking rocket launcher Darth Maul. Because the game is programmed so poorly at that site that Darth Maul doesn't just even try to fight back if you shoot him with a rocket launcher if you're too far away from him. I could do this up or I could do this left. Up. Because I don't have a way to get here from the left. Seems I need to get here somehow. That. Boop.
Let's see if I've proven myself. That was indeed an intriguing puzzle.
Layton's been stuck in the forest for like 3 weeks. He can still do puzzles. Yes, now I can give my mistresses this day's report. Thank you so much. I don't know how to repay you. It was no trouble. A broken bridge would be inconvenient to everyone after all. By the way, what kind of tasks did the Great Witch give you to? I'm itching to know. Huh? What's our task? Let's see. Oh, that's it! We're puzzle solvers. Yep, that's right. Puzzle solvers. Ah, of course, that makes sense. Both performed your task magnificently. Please excuse me, I must report to the mistress. Now I can go back to truly enjoy my task. Farewell. He gonna go look at our boobs. Whoa, he's really booking it. Man, we did really something really good, huh, Professor? That we did, Miss Faye. Now let's press on for our task. Funny story, that didn't come out before the movie. I think it came out a little bit after. It came out May 18th, 1999 on PC. When did the movie come out? It came out 2 days after the movie. The movie premiere. It came out 1 day after, like, the worldwide release. 1 day before the worldwide release. Yeah. Sorry, I'm allergic to Wikipedia articles. Yeah, so the movie released in LA May 16th. The game came out May 18th, and the movie was released in all theaters May 19th. So the game technically came out first for the general population. Oh, mistress, mistress. Has something happened to the Great Witch? I went up to her room, but there was no answer. Oh, mistress, most venerable Great Witch, no boobs for me to look at. Maybe she's just not in the mood to talk. Everyone has their days. No, never. She would never do that. The mistress always answers us. Wow, I gotta say I'm surprised. It sounds like she's really faithful to you guys. Maybe she just stepped out? If she stepped out, we would know. Oh, what could have happened to you, mistress? That reminds me, she mentioned there was a visitor waiting for her, or words to that effect. Then that visitor must still be waiting around for her, right? No, they are both inside the room. Ah, I've got it! Zavari! The supposed Fister is really some shady ex-knight looking for revenge. Okay, Charlie, what's Zavari from? Miss Faye, please refrain from putting any terrible scenarios into his head. Regardless, we must continue inside. It seems something rather serious is afoot. Horses! Horses! Zavari. Z-V-A-R-R-I. The horses have plenty of food and water. I must say, they seem quite content. Horses! Okay, okay. What do I have to do to get Nick on one of these? Money is no object. Hort. Where's your money, Great Witch? That's a really nice looking house for, you know, like medieval style areas. The fog is very dense here. It gives this area a most unearthly feel. It's really hard to see around here. Who needs a security system when you've got fog, right, Professor? I worry about Maya. These sure are some pretty flowers, and they're everywhere. Quick, some under your hat, Professor. Now, Miss Faye, it is not a gentleman's place to take what does not belong to him. Well, you're also talking to Maya Faye, who has a problem with stealing things. Hort! Hort! I want to pet the Hort. Mistress! Mistress! Please answer something, anything. If something were to happen to you, Oh, everyone's really freaking out. Maybe I should pretend to be Bazella. And be all like, silence, minions. Indeed, I wonder what could have happened here. Maybe she turned her visitor into a gold statue. Hopefully this one doesn't lose an arm. Well, they seem to be fine. Also, medieval ages, they have ceiling fans. You worry about me and I'm fine. Are ya? Are ya, though? No. I was right on top of that coin. Red flour mixing, stir. Red flour mixing, stir. Red flour, what? I'm out. No more stirring. No more mixing. Are those not red flowers in that basket over there? Red flowers, yes. I'm restocked. Back to mixing. Back to stirring. This flower blooms just off the shore of the lake, does it not? It would seem your task is to mix these red flowers into the pot. Is that right? Red flour, mix in, stir. Red flour, mix in, stir. Boy, he's seriously concentrating so hard he can't even afford to have a conversation. Wonderful weather today, wouldn't you say? Red flour, mix in, stir. Red flour, mix in, stir. Ever the social butterfly, Miss Faye. My task is quite an important one. That's a ridiculously huge pot. I don't know what they're cooking in there. You stop. Do not interfere with my task. I'm sorry, I won't. There appear to be two pots, each with a different substance being cooked. Oh, check that out, Professor. The color change. How'd they do that? I agree the change of colors are peculiar. I'm more interested in its smell. I have a strange feeling I've smelt this very same odor somewhere before. And now that you mention it, it does seem kind of familiar, doesn't it? I don't know how to make that into a joke. I'll find a way. Oh, mistress, please answer. What could have happened? You said. Could you perhaps tell us what is going on here? We heard a loud noise in the mistress's room just a moment ago. We called out to her, but there was no answer. There was nothing, no answer at all. This isn't like her. A loud noise, huh? Maybe that was the sound of the Great Witch being attacked. No, to harm one as beautiful as her. What barbarian would do such a thing? But she was attacked. Then that means the attacker's still... Eek! Just think about it making me shake in my robe. Alright guys, first things first, we gotta get this door open. You are welcome to try, but we have already exhausted our options. You see, only the mistress has the key to this door. However, something has happened. We better hurry. How terrifying. I mean, please help us. But how totally terrifying. Oh, this one's new. Mix equal measures of blue and red. Can't do it. This shade's task will probably be quite challenging for her. Isn't her task to mix the red and blue liquids together? Yes, they must be combined in equal measures. No matter how many times I try, I cannot get it. Please, can you help me? Oh, you want us to help? I must admit, I am quite fascinated by the mixing process at work here. Very well, let's give her a helping hand. I wonder if she's colorblind like me. It's a liquid puzzle! Fill the 8-liter container with a shade's top secret green glowing potion. Takes equal measures to make the secret potion. Any other ratio will create explosive black potion. That was a lot faster than I thought it would be.
Show you my puzzle-solving skills. Come what may, puzzles are there to be solved.
Maybe I'm just really good at liquid puzzles. Success, but what is this used for anyway? You did it. You actually did it. I knew you could do, Professor. Our shade friend looks pretty pleased. This liquid, it has a most mysterious glow. I wonder what type of dye they used. Yet the scent, it smells oddly familiar. Perhaps I smelled it when arriving in this town. No, I believe I smelled this scent before that even. Mistress! What's wrong? Quite a bit of commotion comes to the entrance to that room. At least something may have happened. Quickly, Miss Faye. Right. Excuse me. What gives? Could you please not scare me like that? Our apologies. There seems to be a great many of you gathered here. Has something happened inside? Something did happen. No, I can't even think about it. It's just so horrible. So, what is this horrible thing that happened? The mistress, the Great Witch, she's gone. What? Gone. How'd they get in? Oh, someone died. Oh, mistress, I knew something was destined to happen. I felt a premonition most disturbing. How did this happen? I saw no one enter or leave this room. The entrance to the room was sealed shut. Where could she have gone? This place definitely screams something serious just went down, doesn't it? Certainly seems so, Miss Faye. Fortunately, culprit seems to have disappeared. Fortunately, there are hint coins to look for, Miss Faye. Where are the hint coins? Don't know. Where was right here? There it is. Now we can talk to him. That's... Oh, no kidding, Professor. Seen the shades make quite the mess searching for the Great Witch. Let us inquire with everyone in the room to get a better understanding of the situation at hand. Right. How about we start with that shade over there? Good suggestion, Miss Faye. Excuse me. Do you think we could ask you a couple questions? Sure, what is it? Not like I'm busy or anything. Could you perhaps describe to us what you saw when you entered the room? Yes, we all heard what sounded like a fight happening on the other side of the door. No matter how many times we called out the mistress, there was no reply. We thought something might have happened to the mistress, so we forced the door open. But when we got outside, she was nowhere to be found. You say she's nowhere to be found, and was the door closed the whole time? Yes, it was most certainly closed, but somehow the mistress managed to disappear. She was a mean person. She died pretty quick down here. Fuck. Let me get this straight. She disappeared from Steel's room, and then the room was found in a big mess. Professor, you know what that means? This means magic must be behind it. It's quite the peculiar situation. Great Witch meant in having to meet with a visitor. Do you happen to know if that person was in this room? Visitor. I faintly remember visitor. I do remember hearing another voice. To be honest, I didn't actually see them. And there are no other exits present in this room, is that correct? Correct. This main door is the only one. Okay, so the Great Witch and her visitor both disappeared from the room. You said that straight enough? I thought it was actual in-game dialogue. Good. And even with all these shades around, no one saw a single person enter or leave the room. Also, Maya did quotations around visitor. So, yeah. Or perhaps, Miss Faye, this visitor simply managed to stay incognito during the ensuing commotion. That is one possibility. Huh? What do you mean, Professor? No one had seen the visitor prior to the incident, so even if that person was seen in this room, clearly no one would have realized it was them. But wouldn't an outsider stick out like a sore thumb here? All the shades are dressed the same. Indeed, any outsider would certainly stand out. I imagine shades would be quick to apprehend them. However, what if this person were to disguise themselves as a shade? Oh, you could be right. Maybe they disguised themselves as a shade right before the others came into the room. Precisely. The rather disheveled appearance of this group would immediately draw one's attention, thus providing the perfect distraction for the culprit to hide. Okay, so where is this visitor now? No one has left this room since we entered. Therefore, he or she must still be in this very room. Alright then, let's hurry up and catch him. In order to do that, we must question everyone currently present in the room and gather some information. What do you mean? My apologies for troubling you once again. Could you please gather together everyone who entered the room? Yes, right away. Who done it? It's unknown who entered first. Touch letters A through E on the touchscreen to see each of the shades' comments. Let's carefully work out the order that they all entered the room. First shade to enter the room is the culprit. Those whose robes were stained with color liquid were somewhere in front and behind me. Okay. He who stood ahead of me did not resemble me in size nor stature. So B must be kind of near the front. There's already someone in front of me when I arrived. A little one trailed behind me. My robes were stained with red liquid as carrying my given task. It is unrelated. Last to arrive. One of the small ones came third. So B came third. In front and behind. So E has to be behind someone. A little one trailed behind me. So E could be either here or there. Size nor stature. So it can't be. So C is behind. I think A has the same stature. Last arrive. Got it. Small ones came third. So B, yep, mm-hmm. Okay. Small ones came third. Yep. Mm-hmm. Already someone in front of me when I arrived. A little one trailed behind me. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do not resemble me in size or stature. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because this one's different. Has different, like, robes. Same with color liquor somewhere in front and behind me. Last arrive.
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills. You should expect no less from a gentleman.
Saw Detective Return. The larger shade was the culprit all along. Calling it fat.
It would appear you are not quite the same as the other shades present in this room. The one who was in this room with the Great Witch was you, was it not?
Impressive work, Sir Top Hat.
Why is Barnum here?
What? What are you doing here?
The Great Witch's visitor was in fact you, Inquisitor Barnum.
I have to say, that logic of yours is still as keen as ever, Sir Top Hat.
Logic coupled with careful, precise thinking can topple
Wait a fucking
any
second.
mystery.
What do you mean? What are we waiting?
So tell us, what exactly are you doing here in this place?
I might ask the same of the two of you. How can it be that both of you are still alive? You were turned into a gold statue, and was she not sent to the flames as a witch?
Hey, I am not a witch.
This must be the Great Witch's handiwork as well.
What? No way. Inquisitor Barnum?
Barnum's like, I see two people that should be dead. Witchcraft. Instead of thinking like, oh, maybe nothing happened.
You didn't... Did you kill the Great Witch?
What on earth are you talking about? I remember doing no such thing.
You wretched liar. What have you done with the mistress?
Spare me. The condition of this unkempt room is but the result of its equally unkempt master.
Insolence! None shall speak ill of the mistress!
Please stay calm. Inquisitor Barnum, please tell us the state in which you found this room. Tell us what happened here.
It would seem the presence of an Inquisitor has fouled the atmosphere with the stench of distrust. Very well. I will tell you what I know.
Probably because you instantly went to witchcraft when you saw Maya. I did not think the situation would evolve to such a state. I only came seeking the one that could cast some light on the doubts that plagued my mind. And just as this mysterious one. I can't take him seriously since he doesn't have a sword. You cannot say. Very well. Please continue, Inquisitor. I followed them and was led here to this strange forest. That is why I was here. I was aiming to put a stop to whatever plan the Great Witch is attempting to concoct. So you disguised yourself in their robes and made your way here in this room in hopes of foiling her plans. All those who doubt the storyteller, speak ill of his word, are a threat to all Labyrinthian and its citizens. Of course, the witch refused to speak with me, and as I reached for my sword, oh, he does have a sword. I lost consciousness. Perhaps it was one of her detestable magic spells. Magic lies. Your words are nothing but lies. I'm true to my word. That was what happened before you forced open the door. That is why I lost sight of the Great Witch and was left stranded in this room. I attempted to make my escape a quick one in order to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Why he hot though? Hi, Bites. He hot because he not in his armor. You can see his body for once. You're wrong, but the resemblance was uncanny. If you lost unconsciousness, then you did not see the Great Witch disappear, is that correct? Regrettably so. Liar, you did it because of you, the Great Witches. How many times must you accuse me? A court knight is always true to his word. Court knights don't know what lying is. Wait. How do you explain all this blood everywhere? Actually, I do not believe this is blood. What? I did not draw my sword. No blood should have been spilt. Well, then, what is it? Oh my god, people are making me draw things. I'll do it on the break. It could be that strange liquid you saw the shades brewing earlier. Oh, I think you're right. It sure smells like it. Perhaps one of these jars containing liquid was knocked over during the struggle. The liquid must have splattered into the middle of the room, thus creating the scene we now see before us. I see. Now that you mention it, it does look like there's a broken jar on the floor over there. Cryptid Snack is gonna be beautiful. What are you doing to Snack? But can there really have been no other way for the Great Witch to escape? According to the shades, there's not. Then there's the answer not clear. She must have used magic to disappear. Not quite. Magic's not the only method, though, which one can exit a locked room. Hey, are you saying this whole thing's like one giant puzzle, Professor? She managed to disappear out of a locked room with no other apparent exits. What other method could there be? I'm trying to, like, get a Panaka, a Captain Panaka voice for Barnum. We need to make her an ancient eldritch being. You can do that right now. I think I missed that line, but you know. You got it, Professor. I'm positive there's a clue or two lying around here somewhere. Indeed, Miss Faye. Shall we begin? Now, what my time is that? Wrong window. Don't even look at Barnum. Oh, what could this be? Did he find something, Professor? Miss Faye, please come take a look at this. It's a throne. This throne does not appear to have any of the red liquid on it. Sure looks that way. However, if we just move this to the side... It must have gone shoved here during Inquisitor Barnum's mad struggle. What does this mean? This throne does not have a single drop of the red liquid on it, yet the wall behind it does. Why do you think that is? Well, because the throne was in a different spot when Inquisitor Barnum was having the fight of his life. Very sound reasoning, Miss Faye. And who do you think could have moved it? Well, it must have been Inquisitor Barnum when he was battling out tooth and nail. You want to get under his cloak? Oh my god, Bites. 'Twas not a battle fought with either teeth or nails. I have no recollection of moving this throne at any stage. I did, however, fight with hammers and... gears. I don't know what else to replace teeth with. Gears have teeth. In other words, the only one who could have moved this throne was the Great Witch herself. Fangs? But those are still teeth. I needed something that's not teeth. I couldn't come up with anything. I believe moving this throne is in some way connected to what she did next. What she did next? Oh, you mean her little disappearing act? Wielding that logic you love so much. But remember, this is the Great Witch we are discussing. She could have easily used a magic spell to disappear. Lies! The mistress's disappearance is your doing. You will return her at once. Please bring her back to us. Good, you detestable knight. We won't forget this. Hold on a second. Whoa, where did you guys get those weapons? Tell us what really happened here. Tell us, there's nowhere for you to run. Where is he storing that sword? Oh, this is not good. Inquisitor Barnum's about ready to rip him to shreds. Ah! Stab. 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 Yeah. Oh. He knocked the chandelier down. Listen well, servants of Great Witch. If you seek the truth, you must find it yourselves. Well, no wonder Inquisitor Barnum's so famous around town. He truly is an incredible knight. Cannot waste any more time here. I must make haste to return and protect the storyteller. Sir Top Hat, 'twas a pleasure crossing swords with you once again. You cross swords with me anytime. Wait, what? An honor, Inquisitor Barnum. Miss Fey. Yeah? Your courageous acts of bravery are worthy of my respect and admiration. Courageous acts of bravery? That is all for now. Until next time, farewell. He's gone. Perhaps the good Inquisitor has anticipated the Great Witch making another appearance. He must have thought it's more important to work out her next moves rather than dwell on how she disappeared. Inquisitor Barnum is set on ensuring the storyteller's safety and continue to fight against the witches. You want to get under Layton's hat? I hear he keeps dim sum in there. That's... Wouldn't it drip? He's quite determined to stay true to his responsibility as an Inquisitor. Miss Fey, let us have one more looker in the room. Right, let's find us some clues. We are certain to find something that can solve the mystery of how the Great Witch managed to seemingly disappear. Let's continue our investigation. Okay. Hey, Professor, I take a look at the wall where the chair was. Doesn't it look like that wall could be a door leading to the secret passage? As I suspected, it would seem the Great Witch not really disappeared into thin air, although it is still unknown by what method she was able to make Inquisitor Barnum lose consciousness. We can assume she took advantage of the situation and escaped through the secret passage. They didn't capitalize we. Professor, even to go after her now, do you think we catch her? What should we do? I believe she intended for us to discover the secret passage. It would seem she has read us right in the palm of her hand. However, if we are to discover the truth, we must continue to move forward. You said it. All right. Let's get going, Professor. To be continued. Whoa.